If there are people who cannot put an end to their habits from the past, you should teach them to single-mindedly recite My Light atop the Buddhist summit, unsurpassed spiritual mantra, Moho Satanto Podala. It is the invisible appearance atop the summit of the Thus Come One. It is a spiritual mantra proclaimed by the Buddha of the unconditioned mind, who comes forth from the summit in the blaze of light and sits upon the jeweled lotus flower. What is more, your past lives with Matangi's daughter created accumulated kalpas of causes and conditions. Your habits of fondness and emotional love go back not just one life, nor even just one kalpa. Yet as soon as I proclaimed it, she was freed forever from the love in her heart and accomplished arhatship. That prostitute, who had no intention of cultivating, was imperceptibly aided by that spiritual power and was swiftly certified to the position beyond learning. Then what about you, sound hearers in the assembly, who seek the most supreme vehicle and are resolved to accomplish Buddhahood? For you, it should be as easy as tossing dust into a favorable wind. What then is the problem? Those in the final age who wish to sit in the Bodhimanda must first hold the pure precepts of a bhikshu. To do so, they must find as their teacher a foremost Shramana who is pure in the precepts. If they do not encounter a member of the Sangha who is truly pure, then it is absolutely certain that their deportment in precepts and rules cannot be accomplished. After accomplishing the precepts, they should put on fresh, clean clothes, light incense in the place where they are alone, and recite the spiritual mantra spoken by the Buddha of the mind 108 times. After that, they should secure the boundaries and establish the Bodhimanda. In the countries within them, they should seek for the unsurpassed Thus Come Ones throughout the 10 directions to emit a light of great compassion and anoint the crowns of their heads. Ananda, when any such pure bhikshus, bhikshunis, or white-robed donors in the Dharma-ending age, who can read their minds of greed and lust, hold the Buddha's pure precepts, and in the Bodhimanda make the vows of a bodhisattva, and can bathe upon entering each time, and day and night for 3 weeks without sleep, continue this practice of the way, I will appear before these people in a physical form and rub the crowns of their heads to comfort them and enable them to become enlightened. Ananda said to the Buddha, World-honored one, enveloped in the Thus Come One's unsurpassed compassionate instruction, my mind has already become enlightened, and I know how to cultivate and be certified to the path beyond learning. But for those who cultivate in the final age and want to establish a Bodhimanda, how do they secure the boundaries in accord with the rules of purity of the Buddha, the world-honored one? The Buddha said to Ananda, if there are people in the Dharma-ending age who wish to establish a Bodhimanda, they should first find a powerful white ox in snowy mountains, one which eats the lush and fertile sweet-smelling grasses of the mountain. Since such an ox also drinks only the pure water of the snowy mountain, its excrement will be very fine. They can take that excrement, mix it with chandana, and plaster the ground with it. If it is not in the snowy mountains, the ox excrement will stink and cannot be used to smear on the ground. In that case, select a level place, dig down 5 feet or so, and use that yellow earth. Mix it with chandana incense, sinking in water incense, jasmine incense, continuously permeating incense, burnished gold incense, white paste incense, green wood incense, fragrant mold incense, sweet pine incense, and chicken tongue incense. Grind these 10 ingredients to a fine powder. Make a paste and smear it on the ground of the platform. The area should be 16 feet wide and octagonal in shape. In the center of the platform, place the lotus flower made of gold, silver, copper, or wood. In the middle of the flower, set a bowl in which dew that has collected in the 8th lunar month has been poured. Let an abundance of flower petals float on the water. Arrange 8 circular mirrors in each direction around the flower and the bowl. Outside the mirrors, place 16 lotus flowers and 16 censers, so that the incense burners are adorned and arranged between the flowers. Burn only sinking in water incense, and do not let the fire be seen. Place the milk of a white ox in 16 vessels, along with cakes made with the milk, rock candy, oil cakes, porridge, turuksha, honeyed ginger, clarified butter, and filtered honey. These 16 are set around the outside of the 16 flowers as an offering to the Buddhas and great Bodhisattvas. At every mealtime and at midnight, prepare half pint of honey and 3/10 of a pint of clarified butter. Set up a small incense burner in front of the platform. Decoct the fragrant liquid from the turuksha incense and use it to cleanse the coals. Light them so that the blaze bursts forth, and toss the clarified butter and honey into the flaming incense. Let it burn until the smoke disappears, and present it to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. About the 4 outside walls, one should suspend flags and flowers, and within the room where the platform is located, one should arrange on the 4 walls images of the dust come ones and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. In the most prominent place, display images of Vairochana Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya Bodhisattva, Akshobhya Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, and all the magnificent transformations of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. To the left and right, place the Vajra Treasury Bodhisattvas. Beside them display the Lord's Chakra and Brahma, Uchchushuma, and the Blue Dirga, as well as Kundalin and Brukuti, and all 4 heavenly kings, with Vinayaka to the left and right of the door. Then suspend 8 mirrors in the space around the platform, so that they are exactly opposite the mirrors on the platform. This will allow the reflections in them to interpenetrate ad infinitum. During the first 7 days, bow sincerely to the dust come ones of the 10 directions, to the great Bodhisattvas, and to the names of the Arhats. Throughout the 6 periods of the day and night, continually recite the mantra. As you circumambulate the platform, practice the way with a sincere mind, reciting the mantra 108 times at a stretch. During the 2nd week, direct your intent by making the vows of a bodhisattva. The mind should never be cut off from them. In my vinaya, I have already taught about vows. During the 3rd week, one holds the Buddhist mantra, Paul Dala, for 12 hours at a time, with a single intent, and on the 7th day, the dust come ones of the 10 directions will appear simultaneously. Their light will be mutually reflected in the mirrors and will illumine the entire place, and they will rub one on the crown of one's head. If one cultivates this samadhi in the Bodhimanda, then even in the Dharma ending age, one can study and practice until one's body and mind are as pure and clear as Vaidurya. Ananda, if any one of the bhikshus' precepts transmitting masters, or any one of the other bhikshus practicing with him, is not pure, the Bodhimanda, as described, will not be successful. After 3 weeks, one sits upright and still for 100 days. Those with sharp faculties will not arise from the seats and will become Shrotapanas. Although their bodies and minds have not attained the ultimate fruition of sagehood, they know for certain, beyond exaggeration, that they will eventually accomplish Buddhahood. You have asked how the Bodhimanda is established. This is the way it is done.